I don't know what just happened, but I was filming a little time lapse of the clouds and stuff, and my SD card got reformatted is what it said, and it basically just wiped everything. So it's now at 4 p.m. So I've lost everything that I filmed today so far, which it wasn't too much, but right now I'm watching the lockdown update because tomorrow is day 7, which means we're out of lockdown in theory the next day, if it doesn't get extended, but it's going to get extended, so I'm kind of just seeing what's going to happen. But yeah, we'll see what this says. There she is.
To date, this has given us no further clues. We'll continue, though, with that source investigation and update you as we go. And our more cautious approach means we treat all those in attendance with caution and asking them to isolate. On that basis, Cabinet has decided that all of New Zealand will remain at level 4 for an additional 4 days until 11:59 p.m. Friday, 27 August.
I mean, yeah, that's what can be expected, basically. Nothing really as a shock there. To be fair, it's not that long. I thought it would just be another 7 days, but 4 days. Yeah, because for most of the country, it's not really gonna need to be that long. I think Auckland will probably be like a month, but the rest of the country probably doesn't need to be longer than like 2 weeks, especially the smaller places. So yeah, 4 days isn't actually that much longer, but I guess 4 days till the next review kind of makes sense. Not too bad. I'm gonna try this time lapse again. So since my memory card corrupted, I wanted to talk about the story with my vaccination. So basically, a couple of weeks ago, or actually I'm not sure if it was like a couple of weeks ago or if it was during lockdown or when was it, but the government announced that parents who had vaccination bookings could now take their kids. I think the youngest age that are able to get the vaccinations at the moment are 40, so it's 40s and over, because obviously they're trying to get the at-risk people first, so it's, health workers, 40s and over, and like people at risk with like respiratory issues, stuff like that. And since I don't fall into any of those categories, and I obviously don't have a vaccination booking, but my mum does. Well, my sister, who's a healthcare worker, she's got hers. My dad has had his first one, and my mum booked her first one, and that was for today. So obviously with, parents being able to take children and me not having my vaccination or my booking yet, and my mum having a booking, she was like, perfect, I'll just take you along to mine. But a couple of days ago, I was on the government website to see how many people had already got vaccinated, and then I saw that it said children's 12 to 15 could be brought by their parents to get a vaccination, and I don't fall into that range, I'm 17. So I was a bit confused. So I talked to my mum. And she said, well, I guess we got to call up then, because they said to call up if you had any questions and stuff like that. So this morning she called up to see if I could get vaccinated, and if she could take me along, and then they could vaccinate me there, even though I didn't have a booking. And kind of unsurprisingly, they said no, I can't get a vaccination today. So that's why I'm not getting a vaccination. And obviously I'm going to try and get a vaccination as soon as I can, but today's not going to be that day, and I don't expect it's going to be for at least probably a month or so, because personally I'm expecting us to be at least Auckland, which is, it's the largest populated city in New Zealand, and it's kind of where a lot of this cluster is. Obviously there's, cases around the country, but it's mainly in Auckland. So I'm expecting it to be I'm expecting it to be like a month of level 4/3 in Auckland, which means basically nothing goes back. Schools don't go back, which is obviously the biggest factor for me. So yeah, with what I'm expecting to be quite a long lockdown, I don't think there's really that much chance of me getting a vaccination anytime soon, to be honest. So the plan is to take it a bit lighter today because I've still got a bit of an injury on my leg. I think it's from like a couple days ago where it wasn't too bad, and then yesterday it was fine yesterday. It's really more today. It's been not great. So I was gonna do a leg workout this morning, which I didn't do because obviously having an injured leg, or not an injured leg, but a could be injured leg. I don't want to do it further. So I'm taking it light today, and obviously if it starts hurting, then I'll head off. But it's not bad, and right now it's feeling fine. So yeah, I think we're good, but yeah, we'll just take it slow today. So I'm not expecting very much distance to be covered in the 30 minutes which I do tend to spend on the bike.